Today's lesson is 4.9 in our Go Math practice book. We are reviewing problem solving with addition, and we are on page 95. The direction says label the bar model, write a number sentence with a blank for the missing number, and then solve. So Jacob counts 37 ants on the sidewalk and 11 ants on the grass. How many ants does Jacob count? So in this one, they are asking us to look for the total. They've given us the two parts, and they're asking us to look for the total. So we know that there are 37 ants on the sidewalk and 11 ants on the grass. You need the total. So you need to write a number sentence over here with a blank and figure out the total for 37 and 11. You can always work in this blank space up here if you need to make a T so that you can do your adding. You can go ahead and do that. Number 2, there are 14 bees in the hive and 17 bees in the garden. How many bees are there in all? Again, they are asking us to look for the total. They're telling us the two parts. They're telling us that there were 14 bees in the hive and that there are 17 bees in the garden. How many bees are there in all? We're looking for this total. So you need to write a number sentence over here with a blank. And again, if you need to make a T on the side so that you can do your adding, you can do that. Number 3, there are 28 flowers in Sasha's garden. 16 flowers are yellow and the rest are white. How many white flowers are in Sasha's garden? All right, so this one's a little different. They are giving us the total. They're telling us that there are 28 flowers in Sasha's garden. That's it. So that's going to be our total. I'm going to put that down here. They're also telling us that she has, some of them are yellow and some of them are white. So we know that there are 16 yellow ones. 16 flowers are yellow. So we're going to put that here. And the question is, how many are white? What's the other part? So we know one part. We do not know this part. And we do know the total. So you need to write a number sentence over here on the line. And think about, what do you add to 16 to get to 28? And then turn your paper over. In the back, we're doing two more that are the same. We're going to use the bar models to solve this. Sean and Abby have 23 markers all together. Abby has 14 markers. How many markers does Sean have? So again, this time we know the total because it tells us they have 23 markers all together. So the 23 goes on the whole part because we have a total. And one of the parts, Abby, she has 14. We need to know, how many does Sean have? What do you add to 14 to get to 23? Now you can work it out here if you want to. You can use a number line, you can count on, but you need to put your answer here and then also fill in the dot. Number 2, Mrs. James has 22 students in her class. Mr. Williams has 24 students in his class. How many students are in the two classes? So this time we are looking for the total, but we do have the two parts. Mrs. James has 22 students. We'll put that there. And Mr. Williams has 24 students. So those are our two parts. We're going to put those two parts together to get the total. And you have a little bit of room. You could actually use this line and put a line across here to have a T right here on the side so that you can figure that out. Number 3 is just a math fact. What is the difference? 15 minus 9 equals what? And number 4, what is the sum? Again, another math fact, 7 plus 5. Number 5, Jan has 14 blocks. She gives 9 blocks to Tim. How many blocks does Jan have now? I know they don't give you a line here, but I'm going to give you a line because I want you to write the number sentence to show me how you get this answer. Jan has 14 blocks and she gives 9 blocks to Tim. How many blocks does Jan have now? And number 6, what is the next number in the counting pattern? Which place is changing? 29, 39, 49, 59. What comes next? When you have completed all of those, your assignment is done.